Hello everyone, today I will tell you a story about the parents of a boy who hired a tutor before his son, and she conducted additional classes with each member of the family. I'll teach you everything I know. Patricia Langley picks up her husband Truman. She heard some kind of sound and is sure that robbers got into their house. A married couple goes downstairs and finds a girl asleep on the couch in the living room after last night's party. She thanks them for a great evening, but could they clarify where she is at all? We are transported to the house of the Veston family. In the morning rush, a maid named Belle reminds Alex and his wife Marina that their only son Robbie has a birthday today. The couple are very valued people, and Marina asks Belle to wish the guy a happy birthday for them, which Robbie himself hears. As soon as the parents leave, the guy goes to the door, but Belle stops him. Seating Robbie at the table, the maid takes out the ends with candles, and then gives the guy a gift, a woman's bracelet on her hand, offering to give it to her future girlfriend. At the same time, Truman, getting ready for work, tells Patricia that he will bring his biggest client to dinner today. Truman constantly brings guests and potential clients to the house, arranging parties for them, but nothing sticks with the guy. They dissolve after partying. If Truman manages to make a deal for today's guests, it will solve all the financial problems of the Langley family at once. To impress your client, Truman even bought a new car, which Patrice is not happy about at all. She wants a house and a family, not mortgage payments, but Truman takes on these tasks, promising to get out of debt soon. In the school parking lot, Robbie invites one of the girls, his school, which he really likes, to keep him company in honor of his birthday, but she refuses to motivate them that she has a boyfriend. Robbie's father, returning home from work, learns from Belle that the school called and said that the guy skipped classes. As punishment, Alec takes the keys to his son's car from his son and promises to return them if the guy improves his academic performance, which Robbie simply needs to enter the academy. As evening falls, Truman arrives home with his big client. Such a guy leaves for a minute. His guest starts groping Patricia, which is why the girl jumps up and demands from Truman that his client immediately get out. As he is spreading his hands, Truman is sure that in order to put the squeeze on this client, Patricia must fix it. She only needs to be patient a little, but they will be provided for the rest of their lives. Truman goes out and his client appears on the moon. He starts groping and kissing Patricia, which the girl does not give any pleasure. When Truman arrives at work in the morning, he learns that his places in the company were given to Alex Weston, Robbie's father, and Truman himself was demoted. I preferred Alex to the management company, who will bring many new large clients. For Truman, this means a complete collapse. The next morning, when I came to work, I had a day off. Truman shoots himself in the temple, which is reported by his wife Patricia on the phone. Alex tells Belle that he will be working at home all day today. Someone shot himself in his new office. He won't be able to leave until they fix the bullet hole in the wall there. Meanwhile, Patricia arrives at the company where Truman worked to find out about the insurance payout, since her husband insured his life. But, according to Mike Kramer, the company's manager, the insurance field is being sanitized since Truman committed suicide. Sitting in Mike's office, Patricia notices how from her late husband's former office, Alex Weston comes out with the same client that Truman brought home. Alex goes to lunch with a client. Mike suggests that Patricia go to Truman's office to pick up the remaining things of her husband. Once in the office, the girl prints out information about Alex, considering him to be the direct culprit in Truman's death. After that, Patricia goes to the house in Enverita, the client Truman mentioned, and kills the man with a pistol shot. Following Robbie, Patricia finds out which school the guy finds himself in, after which she deceives a school employee that she recently moved to this city and would like to identify her non-existent daughter here. But first they want to hire a tutor. While the employee is looking for a list of tutors, Patricia steals a blank form, which she fills out and sends to the Veston house. The letter talks about Robbie's poor academic performance, and in order to pull his knowledge, the Veston family needs to hire a tutor, the list of whose surnames is also in the letter. Marina, Robbie's mom, gets through to a tutor named Amanda Cressfield, who pretends to be Patricia. At the appointed time, the girl arrives at the Veston house, where she meets Robbie and Alex. Robbie's parents need to start classes as soon as possible, and in 2 weeks the entrance exams to the academy, when they are going to give Robbie away. But Patricia is lying that her house is being renovated now, and she can only start classes in a week. Robbie remembers the guest house. Marina and Alex don't mind at all if Patricia stays with them, as long as it benefits Robbie. The next day, Patricia picks up Robbie at school, making a deep impression on his friends. During class, Robbie keeps looking at these inviting mounds of Patricia. A few days later, the girl meets Marina, who has returned from the store, helping her to move the purchased items to her room. While Marina unpacks her purchases, Patricia prepares a glass of wine, into which she puts some pills, and gives it to Marina to drink. In the evening, Robbie's parents go to a charity ball, leaving the guy at home alone, playing in the yard with a sword. Robbie throws it to the guest house, where Patricia lives. After picking up the ball, Robbie notices his tutor in her underwear through the window. Having burned the boy, Patricia sits down on purpose and begins to caress herself, spying on the guy, the sight of whom Belle is experiencing. The maid threatens to tell her father everything if she catches Robbie spying on Patricia again. After chasing the boy away, Belle leaves the Veston mansion. Asking for a weekend off from Alex before their departure, Patricia enters Robbie's room. She asks if the boy liked what he saw through the window. If he wants to look again next time, it's better to let him go to her and ask. Patricia goes to the guest house, and a minute later Robbie runs in there, taking off my panties. Patricia promises to teach the boy everything she knows herself. In the morning, Patricia meets with Alex. Thanking for the provided guest house, Patricia invites Alex to play billiards. Marina is watching their conversation through the window, who is not at ease today after yesterday's wine with pills. After the game, Patricia returns to the guest house, meeting Tamble, who is screwing blinds on the windows and spying on the girl. When Marina comes to her senses, she asks the maid change the bed linen, putting everything in the basket. Belle goes down to the basement, where the laundry room is located. Treading carefully on the steps, Belle stammers to Alex, who had been specially pulled on by Patricia before. Dropping the phrase that there are 3 of them left, Patricia goes up to the house. Robbie is coming back from the exams. Undeceived by Belle, the boy runs into Patricia, in the form of a basket with bedding, which Belle never delivered. Marina opens the door to the basement, and discovers the dead maid. To distract from the incident, Alex goes to play billiards in the middle of the night, where Patricia finds him. The girl begins to seduce the man. At this time, Robbie is walking around the territory, who notices how his father is driving the balls into the oil tank. And what does he say to Alex when he goes to the pool to catch his breath after playing a game? Patricia reassures the man that she will look after his wife. Going up to the marina, Patricia starts kissing her. The text Babsky interrupts Robbie, who has returned from school ahead of time. Patricia enters his room and tells him that she knows that Robbie saw them playing billiards with the boy's father last night, but she didn't do it of her own free will. Alex allegedly forced her. Robbie, furious, wants to deal with his father, but Patricia stops him. And a couple of days later Robbie goes to Patricia to say goodbye. He's flying to the academy tomorrow afternoon. Well, I will like this farewell. In the afternoon, his friend picks up Robbie to take the kid to the airport, and Patricia leaves after them. Only Marina remains in the pool. In the evening, a thunderstorm hits the town, which causes electricity to go out in the house. Frightened, Marina grabs a knife and almost kills Alex, who suddenly appeared. The man goes down to the basement and turns on the vending machines. In the morning, Alex leaves for work, leaving Marina at home alone. The woman decides to feed the parrots and finds the birds dead. After taking a herbal shower, Marina goes up to her room, where she is attacked by Patricia. Having twisted Marina, Patricia tells her plan to eliminate their family. She forces the woman to swallow the pills, and allegedly under the influence of tranquilizers, Marina will open her veins. At this time, Alex is sorting through a document in her office, a photo of the Langley family. After learning from Mike that Patricia is the wife of the late Truman in the photo, Alex is writing home. The man manages to arrive before how Patricia would slit Marina's wrists. Alex punches the woman, who knocks out the window and falls to the ground. The police arrived at the call, and they never found Patricia's body. The girl ran away as soon as she came to her senses. After a while, the phone receives a call. Robbie, his parents are doing. According to the guy, he flew normally, and everything is fine with him. After hanging up the phone, Robbie sits down to set the table, where Patricia is waiting for him. Well, the plan is perfect. Of the whole family, only the maid died, who had nothing to do with Truman's death at all. This is where the film ends. Thanks for watching and see you on the channel.